Hi, this is Brian Rogal, and we're at the 2012 Midwest Energy Solutions Conference, sponsored by MEEA, and I'm here with Bruce Schlein, and he is the Vice President for Corporate Sustainability for Citibank. Welcome, Bruce.
Thank you.
And I think I just wanted to start off by maybe asking you to give a very brief description of, what you're supposed to be doing for Citibank around the area of energy efficiency.
Okay, sure. So as a in the role of sustainability, efficiency is sort of one area that we pay a lot of attention to. Our group works on city's operations. So for our own facilities, we're looking at the efficiency of our commercial buildings, our branches, our data centers. But we also look at business development opportunities as it relates to efficiency. So how we can apply our financial capabilities and expertise to help build the market.
And how well do businesses that you deal with, how well do they understand energy efficiency? Is this something that's on their radar screen yet?
So I think for most businesses, it's on the radar because it's a bottom line cost expense for them. I think there's a spectrum of degree of sophistication in terms of how companies approach it and manage it. But many of them are faced with the challenge of figuring out how to effectively finance it.
Well, would you say that we're at the point where you can actually say there's a real solid market for energy efficiency, or is there a way to go yet?
I think we're perhaps getting close to a tipping point. There's been a lot of activity this past year, both at Citi and some of our peers, that I think is helping to advance the market. Certainly the ARA funding has been instrumental in helping to test models and pilots in this space. But I think a little ways yet to go in terms of the scale that we'd like to see and that institutional investors and others would like to see.
Well, one of the questions that was just covered in a plenary session that you were just a part of was, should energy efficiency loans be considered separate from other ones? What are your feelings on that, and what difference would it possibly make if they were?
Mm-hmm. So I think what people are trying to get at is that are there attributes about the benefits from efficiency that would merit a different treatment? And I think the answer in terms of today is no. From our perspective, I think just in terms of what the market expects and how the market treats this space, in part because of the lack of maturity, if you will, we view them like any other loan. But I think over time, the aspiration is to build the case through data, historical data, and performance data, and across multiple asset classes and economic cycles to begin to demonstrate these attributes and see if they can be factored into how they're treated and viewed.
Well, so when you say data, you mean essentially that if people understood how much energy efficiency work impacted, like the bottom line of, whatever business you're dealing with, then it would be easier to, to make these loans and to understand like what they do.
Yeah, I think there's different facets about what energy efficiency can provide. The clearest one around cost savings and energy savings. But it does take time to build a track record. I think rooftop solar took at least 10, maybe 15 years of performance to test and show how that asset performs. And so we have some work to do in terms of efficiency and also around developing the standards related to it. Right, efficiency is a large. It encompasses a lot of things. So whereas rooftop solar is a pretty let's say a smaller universe than efficiency in terms of the technologies applied, the types of interventions, those sorts of issues.
And I just want to bring up one point that you did earlier is the issue of federal stimulus. How much did that help you, not just to do things, in the past couple of years, but will it help you do things in the future, even though the money's spent already?
Yes. So I think the stimulus was very, very important for a number of reasons. Firstly, the ability to support and test pilots. I think in terms of socializing efficiency and helping people to understand it as a priority, having resources dedicated to it, raising awareness, providing people with, as I said, pilots to practice and test was really critical.
Okay, I think that'll wrap it up with Bruce Schlein, and we are at the Midwest Energy Solutions Conference. Thanks a lot.